So, what do we get for all this growth? We're going to move on to discussing a little bit more about the community benefits that the city has identified for developers to implement into their projects. So, these are community facilities that are expected to be part of any major development projects, requesting considerations for bonus square footage in exchange for public benefits. So that can look like general community spaces, job training facilities, public library, civic services center, a commercial kitchen, a resource and navigation center, childcare or adult daycare center, or a community center. And similarly, these facilities are listed as potential public benefits, including at least 2 large athletic fields, at least 5 athletic courts, at least 2 dog parks, an outdoor amphitheater, at least 2 child's play space or playground, an outdoor barbecue and picnic areas, indoor recreation centers, and outdoor recreation centers. And the plan update identifies 6 key community benefits that emerged during the planning process as most needed. And it includes an innovative strategy to get these benefits. But before we get into the details of what we're calling community benefits framework, let's take a minute to ground your thinking about community benefits. So although the draft plan update describes and maps out specific types of amenities and infrastructure projects, it is not a guarantee that these will actually happen. The policies, land use standards, and community benefits framework in the plan are intended to guide and incentivize developers to create benefits the city wants where it wants them. But it's important to keep in mind that each developer will ultimately decide which improvements and amenities to propose for their site, and then they can negotiate with the city. And it's important to consider that these benefits do come with trade-offs, and there are no guarantees. So an ideal community benefit scenario looks like this. A developer has land and money, but wants to build more than is allowed. And the city sets the rules, but it cannot improve the community without land or money. So the developer then offers public benefits in exchange for exceptions to the rules. And then the city can weigh the trade-offs and adjust the rules as they see fit. And that's exactly what's happening with this community benefits framework. As developers propose new projects, the city is weighing the trade-offs and adjusting the rules to make sure that we do have some benefits for our community. However, sometimes residents are not really comfortable with these trade-offs, especially if they are the ones directly affected by the impacts of new development. So it's important to know how these processes look like and what to expect when we see these projects being proposed. And this plan includes an innovative approach that tries to preempt those problems in several ways. It allocates extra square footage based directly on a project's proposed and demonstrated ability to provide specific benefits prioritized by the city. It requires transparency from the applicant to confirm that the value of proposed benefits is sufficient to justify this extra development capacity. It requires applicants to submit a community benefits scorecard that describes how each benefit relates to the community priorities highlighted in the plan. It also specifies a timeline for delivering each benefit that they will have to be held accountable to. And this indicates how it will support affordable housing and describes how the project will contribute to local job opportunities across a broad range of educational and skill levels. And these are examples of the priority benefits that the city has identified. And they identified 6 different types, which are district utilities, affordable housing, jobs and workforce development, community facilities and local business support, parks and public space and art, and transportation. And they have created a tiered system that as developers allocate more community benefits, they are allowed more square footage to be able to build more. And this will be determined by the maximum growth scenario that we covered earlier on that the city ultimately adopts.